guys, welcome back to my channel and to another What Are You Today video. Thank you so much for continuing to join me for fantastic days of food, and thank you for joining me because I'm uploading every single day up until Christmas, so I hope you're all having the best festive season. But today is a What I Eat and I'm really excited because I'm going to be preparing an epic leg of lamb roast dinner tonight. I mean, I love lamb. I mean, Andrew's not a massive fan, but I love it. I love it in curries, casseroles, a leg of lamb. I adore it. I don't have it very often because it's quite a fatty cut of meat, but when I do have it, I really enjoy it. So I'm going to be preparing that today, like a roast dinner, which would be perfect for people that, like my family. My dad's Middle Eastern, so he never has turkey on Christmas Day. My mum always, traditionally, my stepmom does a big leg of lamb, and on Christmas Eve they have like a river fish because that was my jiddu, or my granddad's favourite meal. And he's sadly no longer with us, so every Christmas Eve my family gather and have a big river fish. Of course that's not happening this year. They'll still make the fish, but it'll just be for their immediate like little bubble. But some people don't have turkey, and I think it's a great one for you guys to learn, a great one for you guys to see, because it's quite easy even though it seems quite intimidating. I'm going to be doing it with lemon, rosemary, garlic. It's going to be delicious, and I'm also making homemade roasters. I'm not attempted a Yorkshire yet, and I hope you all enjoy it. I've already had my breakfast. I had these really lovely little festive crumpets, which I'll insert now. Yesterday, when Andrew and I went food shopping, we came across these festive tree crumpets, which are so cute. We're going to have these for breakfast with a bit of cheese and butter, and again, I'm not pointing, I know I always say it, but I do like to reiterate in case someone is not sure, but I do like to give you guys the point value because I know a lot of you are. So these are great for Boxing Day, they're great for Christmas Day, or just curling up with a festive treat. It's just a bit gimmicky, something a bit more fun, and they are on here and they're 2 points per tree, which is perfect. So I'm going to have 2 of them. I think Andrew will have 2 or 3. And there's actually 6 in this packet, and they're not small, like they're really cute, they're really substantial actually. So I'm gonna have 2 of those. Delightful, a really nice way to start the day, really festive. And now I'm just about to prepare lunch, and I'm gonna have some sort of sandwich. My fridge is stocked, so I'm gonna go see what the situation is, get some stuff out, and we'll have lunch together. I hope you'll enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and let's get on with the day. Okay, I've just gone into the fridge and I found this corned beef. I have not had corned beef in the longest time, but I remember my mum used to do it us like in a warm sandwich with ketchup, and I absolutely loved it. I haven't had it in my adult years, but I found this from Morrison's the other day. I'm really curious as to what this amounts to in point value because I have no idea, and as you guys know, I'm not tracking, but I do like to give you guys the information, so we'll check that in a moment. And I also have a beautiful farm loaf of bread, which will be perfect for this. I'm thinking about toasting the bread because I think a toasted sandwich with corned beef, mustard, a bit of cheese will be absolutely delicious. And I have this gorgeous loaf that I picked up from the bakery yesterday that I need to eat. That is going to be the bread situation, and of course I have some Dijon mustard as mentioned. If you had some fried onion, that would be delicious as well. I don't. But before we begin, let's check the tracking situation for this corned beef. I don't think it'll be terribly high, because beef isn't something that normally takes up a lot of point values, but there's been a lot of change on WW recently, so my normal knowledge cannot be taken as gospel at the moment. Yeah, 2 points per 2 points for 1 slice, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices in this packet. So I'm gonna get that ready. Epic man slices of bread because Andrew's cut them, but to be honest, I'm not sad about it. Popping a little bit of mayo on it as well. Feel free to whip up a garlic mayo, guys, that would be delicious, or ketchup as well, perhaps not with the mustard, but ketchup is definitely lovely with this kind of corned beef. And instead of having cheese on my sandwich, what I've decided to do is have something that's a bit of a treat for me, and I always get around Christmas for some reason. I'm gonna have a Baby Bell. I really love these, and I always tend to get them over Christmas time, so I'm gonna have a Baby Bell with this. And also I have some lovely crisps that I picked up from Morrison's yesterday, so I'm going to have some of those as well. crisps of choice today. I'm going to have the teriyaki chicken ridged crisps. Again, I'm not being too precious about it or weighing them. I'm just going to put the serving I think I will eat on the side. With this mammoth sandwich, I'm not going to need many, that is for sure, but I do like the crunch that crisps give. And that is it. That is my lunch. A really lovely corned beef sandwich with a baby bell and some crisps.
You see stereophonic sound for the whole.
That sandwich is a must try. It was delicious. Now admittedly, I only managed half of it, but I think that is because the slices of bread that Andrew cut were massive, and I just, with the cheese and the crisps, I just couldn't manage it all, so I had half. So I wrapped the rest of the sandwich up either for supper or tomorrow perhaps I'll finish that off. But for now, I'm going to turn my attention to dinner tonight, and it might seem quite early, but actually, legs of lamb that are quite big like this one, they need a fair few hours cooking time, and part of that cooking time is actually going to begin on the hob. I like to brown and sear the meat. This is going to make that beautiful fat on the top crisp up and become really caramelised and delicious, and it's going to make the outside really crispy and delicious, and then the inside is going to be really tender. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this opened, get it seasoned very simply with salt and pepper, and I'm going to use a garlic infused oil, not too much, but I do want to echo the flavours that I'm going to be using in the marinade, which is of course garlic, rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper, that kind of thing, lemon. Very, very simple flavours that complement lamb traditionally so well. Didn't realise that I cut out. So basically I popped the joint in, and I'm just, again, I'm letting it take on some colour quite slowly actually, because you know these can get quite warm quite quickly, these pans, and I don't want to have anything happen too prematurely. But I'm going to let that sit for a few moments. I'll just keep turning it until it's the colour I desire, and then I'll let it rest for a few moments before we put more seasoning on it, put the lemons there, the garlic, the thyme, the rosemary, that kind of thing, and then we'll pop it in the oven.
It doesn't smell good, to be fair.
There's lemon.
I hate lemon. Some of you might not be keen on lemon, but if you cook it, yummy.
The lamb's been basted, it's in the oven. That's going to take about 2 hours and between 15 and 20 minutes. So I'm going to put the timer on, and in the meantime I'll do the veg and the Yorkshires and the gravy. But oh my goodness, already the scent, it's wonderful. Oh my goodness, the kitchen just smells garlic and lemon. Oh, it just smells incredible. It's one of my favourite things to cook, just owing to the fact that it just smells incredible whilst it's in the oven. So now that's happily sat cooking away, I don't have to start my veg just yet. I thought I would have my afternoon snack with a cup of tea. I actually picked up, let me just move you guys, I picked up a Krispy Kreme donut yesterday that I've actually not eaten yet. It's one of the Christmas collection ones. I think it's called Santa's Belly, and it actually has like a cream on the inside. So I'm gonna have that with a cup of tea. I can't give you a point value for that, guys. I don't know what it is, but I just hope that shows you that, you know, Christmas is a time to just have a little bit of what you fancy and just indulge and not feel too bad about it or worry about it too much. And I'm definitely no exception. I'm going to be having a little bit of what I fancy every single day and multiple times throughout the day. Of course, I'm on maintenance, so it's a little bit different for me. But even when I was losing, you guys know I always had some kind of chocolate or sweet treat every day. I just think that makes it more sustainable and more relatable. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with doing that. I'll show you the donut when I get it out, but very excited. The lamb has got about 40 minutes to go, and I'm about to start my roasters. Now I'm going to be making mine with this. Again, not probably the best in regards to point value, but again, this is a roast dinner and you don't have a ton of roasters, so by the time you've divided it by the serving, it's not that much. But I'm going to do these in a cast iron, which is what I always do, and I'm going to brown and make them golden on the hob, and then I put them in the oven for the rest of the cooking time with salt and pepper until they're beautiful and fluffy on the inside but nice and crisp on the outside. Lamb is now out of the oven, and I've just popped some tin foil on it, and it's going to sit and rest for about 30 to 40 minutes, which might seem like a long time, but honestly it invests so much flavour and the meat becomes really succulent. Of course, you can see it's already taken on so much colour and caramelised, but now it's really important. And as you can see, also I popped some red onion in the tray as well in the last 15 minutes, and they've caramelised as well, so I'm so excited. We have some peas and carrot on the go here. We also have some mash that is underway, and then a bit later on, about 5 minutes before I serve, I will pop the Yorkshire puddings in as well, which I've not made. These are from Morrison's and they're lovely and fluffy. I'll have one of these. Well guys, that roast dinner was epic, and I'm gonna end the video here because I'm tired, and also I'm just gonna have a gin actually. Now you guys know I don't normally drink, but over Christmas I said I'd have a bit of a tipple since I'm not driving or going anywhere. So I picked this up from Aldi on our Christmas shop, and it is the blood orange and peach gin. I'm going to have it with a splash of tonic water and some fresh raspberries, and I'm not going to point that, I'll tell you guys what that is, because you know that's not relevant to everybody, and you know that's completely up to you whether you want to check that on the WW app. You can actually point alcohol and check. So I'm going to end it here, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. Of course, I'm uploading every day now up to Christmas, so hope you're enjoying that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!